start your engine.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back here on a Sunday night for the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series, brought to us by Savage Edge Custom Apparel, Vinyl Graphics, and Accessories. Joining me tonight, as always, is Terry the Taffy Man Foster. Terry, how are we doing?
Doing great, buddy. Doing great. Awesome weekend. Here we are, Chicagoland, Sam. 162 laps on this 1.5 mile track. Looks like, Sam, we got a fuel run about 20 to 30 laps. That's something we're going to have to pay attention to tonight, Sam. A lot of these drivers tonight think it's going to be a fuel run race.
So you mentioned it, 20 to 30 laps on a tank. Now the real question is one of these drivers going to have to double stint a set of tires? We know they're going to have to. You're going to have to protect that right front here at Chicagoland. As Terry said, 162 laps straight up here tonight. It's the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series. We're getting ready to go into qualifying. Terry, do you have points up? Who is our points leader right now?
It is Mr. Chris Carroll. I think he actually jumped back in last week, getting his second win in a row. Chris Carroll tonight coming off a 2-win streak. Won last week at Rockingham, then won at Pocono the week before. So Chris Carroll up by, man, he's up there a little bit, about 80 points, 70, 80 points or so above Dalton Kilrow in second place.
Both of these drivers look like they either might be sandbagging a little bit or they're struggling. Dalton's sitting 22nd on the board and Chris Carroll 26th. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on them all race here tonight. You said it though, Terry. A lot of these drivers think that it's gonna be a fuel mileage race here tonight, and it very well could be. So we're definitely gonna have to keep an eye on that number 41.
I was gonna say, you got the camera right now on that 41 car. We know Dalton Kilrow knows how to save fuel at these tracks. I mean, Dalton, I know we joke about it, but he is the king of doing this stuff.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, 40 seconds left to go here in practice. It's time to head down trackside for pre-race ceremony. So if you could please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem. All right, and thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, please go check out Mahler Music Productions over on YouTube. Heading into qualifying right now, we got a camera on the number 76 of Rick Thompson. We also have Rick Thompson on in-car camera here this evening. See if we can't get him pulled up here, if he wants to work with me tonight.
Sam, while you're doing that, I actually got to talk to Rick Thompson down on the pits here a little while ago. He says, man, his big goal for tonight is he wants to get these points, dude. He's working his butt off trying to get in the chase right now. Rick Thompson, 18th in the Blazing Pedals points battle.
Second on the board for Rick Thompson. I don't know if he's going to stick with that lap or not. He slows way down here before he starts his second lap, so maybe happy with that one. See who else we got out there. How about Jamie Walker? Now, Joshua Rutherford was out in chat, Terry. He actually picked the number 88 for the win tonight. Mark Arthur, quick time, 31.09 for the number 12. Chris Carroll, or I'm sorry, 31.09 for Chris Carroll. Goes quick time right there. We're all over the place tonight, Terry.
Well, you mentioned Jamie Walker. Jamie Walker, he is the winner last season here at Chicagoland in that ARCA car that we run. Did not get a chance to get down to his pit stall, tonight. So I'm sure Jamie's going to get here and blaze a track up tonight.
Currently sitting 12th on the board is the number 88 of Walker. Chris Carroll brings it down pit side. Quick time of 31.09. Out of turn 4 for Jamie Walker and the number 88 across the line. Will he improve on his first lap here? He does, but only gets third quickest to 31.15 for the number 88 of Jamie Walker. Amanda Sherman's out on track, Terry. She's currently 13th with a 31.65. Good lap time.
That 8 car actually got to talk to Amanda pre-race. She's looking for a top 15 tonight, Sam. She wants to get some spots, get them points. Amanda, I was watching her in practice earlier. I think she got up to like 9th or 8th fastest in that number 8 car. So may want to watch out for her tonight.
Well, she just goes 9th quickest with a 31.32. 31.32 and 9th quickest for the number 8 of Amanda Sherman.
Great run out of that Savage Edge TNA Motorsports vehicle.
Fella Van Fleet, her teammate, currently on his second lap here out of turn 4. Going to come to the checkered flag. 17th right now. Can he improve here? He does. 11th, 31.33.
Something kind of interesting. Philip, I talked to him. He is really worried about that tire wear tonight. He wants to be consecutive on his first 2 stints. And you brought it up earlier. These guys are going to have to double set at least one set of tires at some point tonight. And Van Fleet, I think he is prepared to do that.
Joshua Rutherford looks like he just took the checkered flag. 31.35, good enough for 15th right now. Also in-car camera for the number 64 of Joshua Rutherford.
Joshua Rutherford, he's worried about burning up the tires, man. He wants to keep that car clean tonight. He wants that 64 to come home with a good finish.
So who else we got out there? How about Cody Gibson, Terry? He's been a driver to kind of watch this season. Couple wins for the number 7.
Yeah, Cody Gibson in that 7. He absolutely got a couple wins. He's looking for a long run. He's thinking this race is just going to go long, and he wants to take care of them tires. Again, everybody in this daggone race tonight has been talking about these tires.
So Cody Gibson currently 25th on the charts, 31.80, coming out of turn 4 here to finish his second lap. Crosses the line, a little bit of an electrical issue for the number 7, but goes 5th fastest, 31.16 for the number 7 of Cody Gibson. Andy Poliski just finished up his run as well, Terry, 31.20, good enough for 7th. Brian Zimmerman, 31.27, 11th fastest for the number 21.
Hey, you talked about Andy there for a second. Andy's big thing tonight, he doesn't want to hit no wall. Again, save tires, don't abuse them.
How About the number 66 of Chris Berg. He's coming to take the green flag for his qualifying run. A little late run here. Cloud coverage over the racetrack. Going to cool the track down a little bit. Try to get a few tenths out of it here. Let's see what he can do here on his first lap.
Chris Berg in that 66, I talked to him. Sam, he's the only one that talked about the right rear and the right front. So I think Chris is kind of concerned about that right side of that car with these tires.
Trying to get as close to that white line as he can there through 3 and 4. Down on the apron and across the line. For lap 1, 31.45. 24th on the board for the 66 of Chris Berg. See if he can improve here on lap 2. I've been noticing, Terry, a lot of these guys are getting their faster lap here on lap 2. Getting some heat in them tires and building up the air pressures and getting the better time there.
You know, so Sam, they're not doing like they did last week at Rockingham. A lot of the guys would take their time getting out, waiting for a little bit of cloud cover on that track, cool that track off just a hair bit. Like right now, the track temperature sitting at 119 degrees, air temperature of 80. So hopefully this track temp will drop as we go on this race tonight.
So Chris Berg actually goes third quickest, 31.13. Dustin Ping, Terry, he was another driver who was pretty quick in the earlier practice there at 3 o'clock. 6 on the board right now. Currently a lap 2, gets sideways coming out of turn number 2. Good catch there.
Yeah, driver 81 there, Dustin Ping. His big thing was to save the right rear, and he really thinks this thing is loose off, as we just seen him do that a little bit ago.
So Peng crosses the line here, 31.16. Is going to hold him there in 6th place. Derek Paulson in the number 6 out on track right now. Going to be coming to complete lap number 1. So we got 2 minutes left to go here in qualifying.
Derek Paulson, Sam's also another one, thinks it's going to be a long run race. And again, save tires.
First lap for Paulson, 31.34, 23rd on the charts. Out of turn number 4 and cross the line for Derek Paulson. Looks like he gets real sideways going through the tri-oval there. Looks like 23rd is going to have to hold for Paulson.
Well, again, if he's going to run for a long run tonight, I see Dalton Kilroy coming out now in that 41. But if he's going to go for the long run, he might be all right in that 6th car.
Dalton's first lap was a 31.27. Down the back straightaway here on lap number 2. Can he improve? We're going to find out here. Not really a big change in the web. Well, actually, the track temp went down about 4 degrees. So let's see what Dalton does here. Quick time, 31.08 for the number 41 of Dalton Kilroy. How about it?
Kilroy top of the board in that 41. I think that's going to be about all of them, Jim. We got a few seconds left in this thing.
Yeah, we got 10 seconds left to go here in qualifying.
So we talked right before we started doing this. Who you got to pick tonight?
I got that number 3 of Corey Sherman.
Corey Sherman. All righty. I tell you what, I told you, I think I'm taking Mr. Bell, Mr. Larry Bell is my pick tonight out of that 43 camp.
Drivers are starting to get the cars out onto the grid. We're going to start going through that grid. You ready, Terry?
Let's do it.
Starting on the pole tonight is going to be the number 41 of Dalton Kilrow, with Chris Carroll to his outside in second. Mark Arthur going to be starting in third, with Chris Berg to his outside in fourth. Ty Morosco back there in fifth, with Jamie Walker to his outside in sixth. Dustin Payton going to be starting in seventh, with Cody Gibson rolling off eighth. John Perkins going to be starting in ninth position, with Kobe Sutphin starting 10th. Andy Poliski rolls off in the 11th position, with Taylor Butcher Benjamin to his outside in 12th. The Governor, Samuel Lawson, starts in 13th, with Alex Harris in 14th. Brian D is going to be starting in that 15th position, with Dave Seats rolling off 16th. Terry?
All righty. Starting in the 17th spot is that Brian Zimmerman in the 21. Corey Sherman, Sam's pick tonight, starting 18th. Larry Bell, my pick, starting 19th. Paul Ellison in that 55, starting 20th. Amanda Sherman in that 8 car, starting 21st. Philip Van Fleet, starting 22nd. Tanner Martin at number 4, starting 23rd. Mike Camlin, starting 24th. 25th is Derek Paulson. Joshua Rutherford starting 26th. Kyle Wellman starting 27th. Outside of him is the 28th spot of Brad Collins. Chris Legoo starting 29th, Corey Ruffin starting 30th, Joe Alberico 31st, Fred Thompson 32nd, Rick Thompson 33rd, Casey Campbell 34th, Jason Bauer 35th, Steven Johnson 36th. Is that all?
I believe so. Well, there we go. One more. Mike Massingill.
Yeah. I knew. I thought I was missing one. Mike
I was
Massingill.
clicking and it wasn't doing nothing. All right. No big deal. We got through it.
We got him.
Looks like it's going to be 36 drivers coming to take the green flag here tonight. Steven Johnson missing the grid, so he's back there in 37th. Dalton Kilrow, Chris Carroll going to be on the front row, with Mark Arthur and Chris Berg row 2. 162 laps, 4 sets of tires laying in the pits. It's time to get it on here at Chicagoland.
About ready for that pace car, make that left turn down pit lane. Pit lane tonight is 50 mile an hour. Pace speed 65.
Out of turn 4. Green flag is up in the air, and we are racing here at Chicagoland.
Wow, Dalton did not use the restart zone.
Down into turns 1 and 2, Dalton going to pull out slightly ahead of that number 99. Going to try and slide up in front of him going down the back straightaway. Mark Arthur hangs on to third. Ty Morosco looking to the inside of Chris Berg back here for that 4th position. We go back a little bit further. We got John Perkins side by side with Cody Gibson. Now Jamie Walker just made his way through there. So did Dustin Payton. Those guys kind of got single filed out pretty quickly up here.
Kobe Sutton back in that 23, trying to figure out who he wants to run with. Right now, he's staying with the 7 of Cody Gibson.
Perkins side by side with Gibson still. Sutphin running the high line right behind the number 7 of Gibson. Side by side back there behind him for 11th and 12th is Taylor Butcher Benjamin and Andy Poliski.
Sam got Chris Carroll about ready to try to fight for the lead here on that 41.
Side by side going down into turns 1 and 2. Carroll to the bottom side of the racetrack. Dalton going to use the middle groove to his advantage. Keep that momentum. Maintains the lead coming off of 2.
Yeah, he backed up a little bit too. And the 12 of Arthur now looking at underneath of him, underneath the 99 of Carroll.
Not a good enough run there. Going to slide back in line. In 3rd place is the number 12 of Mark Arthur. Last time by, fastest lap of the race thus far, 31.32, the 41 of Dalton Kilrow. So here's the thing, Terry. We're only 4 laps, about to be 5 laps into this race. These guys are probably already thinking pit stops. I know Dalton is. Can he cut out a stop is normally what he thinks of first thing in a race. Is their nose to tail right now, first, second, and third. Ping all the way down to the apron, trying to get a run on the number 12 of Mark Arthur, heading back down into turns 1 and 2.
Yeah, I don't think Ping caught him a whole lot. He's catching him now, but I don't think he caught him a whole lot coming down on that apron.
Last time by, 31.24 for the number 88 of Jamie Walker, currently running in the 6th position. Ty Morosco, Terry, he started up there in 5th, now currently 7th, under fire from the number 7 of Cody Gibson right now. Sutphin trying to follow Gibson on the high side, get around that 33 of John Perkins, currently in 10th.
I believe Sutphin and Perkins been going at it here since 6 laps ago when we started this thing. And right behind them, we got the 10 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin trying to get around that 32.
Newcomer Alex Harris, he's ran a few races with us thus far. Go on board with him here. Looking at the battle ahead of him, that's Taylor Butcher Benjamin and Andy Poliski fighting for the 11th spot. Harris going to go to the top side here around Taylor and try and take that position as well. From him, that's 12th.
Just nowhere to go with that 32 sitting up there in front of him.
Yeah, you heard him right there. He had to get out of the throttle. Now he's going to look to the inside of Taylor going into 3 and 4. Now Taylor's getting caught up on that high side. Now here's the thing, Terry, that high side, you can gain some momentum. It does work here, but you're going to burn that right front tire off a lot quicker.
Absolutely. These guys got to watch these tires tonight. You have to double stint at least one of these tires, I believe.
Good side-by-side battles going on back here mid-pack. How about Corey Sherman up 2 spots already, Terry? My pick for the night. There to the inside of the number 24 of the Governors, Samuel Lawson.
And behind them, we got Paul Ellison, that 55. Ellison, he ain't been making a big stink the last few races, Sam.
No, he hasn't. He's actually had some bad luck, but he also switched paint schemes back to the OG Ford Mustang. So let's see if he has a little bit better luck here tonight. We know he is one of those drivers, likes to kind of hang out in the back, and then you'll find him up front later on in the race. He is really good at saving his equipment. Currently up 2 positions since the start of this race, sitting there in 18th. But look at this battle ahead of him, Terry. How about this? You got Harris losing a couple of spots here. Lost a spot to Dave Seats and Brian Dees. He's just going backwards right now. Wonder what happened to Harris there coming off turn 4. See Corey Sherman up there on the top side coming out of turn number 2 trying to get around him.
Yeah, Corey Sherman capitalized on that, and looks like the Governor's trying to do the same thing as Sherman did to get around that 74. Ain't going to happen right now.
Corey Sherman with a slide job on Brian Dees coming out of turn number 4 to take over that 14th position. Corey now up 4 spots. Terry on a tear here tonight. Said he's good on a long run. Let's see what he can do. Let's go back a little bit further. We got the 28 of Mike Hamlin. Haven't talked about him yet tonight. Currently up 3 spots from where he started, Terry. Another driver, probably likes that long run. Starting there in the back, going to work his way through the field. Currently in 21st.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk to the 28 driver. But I tell you what, the guy in front of him, Van Fleet, I did talk to the 89. And like I said, he's worried about that tire wear and just wants to be conservative.
Let's go back up to the front of the field where Dustin Ping and Jamie Walker have gained quite a few spots here, Terry. Ping now showing 3rd, Jamie Walker right behind him in 4th, and they are running down Carroll and Kilrow. 3 wide back here. Looks like Dave Seats, Cody Gibson, Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Here comes Corey Sherman. Oh, these guys are duking it out here. It's lap 13, guys. Still a long way to go.
Yeah, a long way to go on these tires. Corey Sherman goes a little high on that one. Trying to run down the 14 Seats.
Yeah, but you see the run. Sherman gets down the back straightaway there, using the top side to his advantage here. trying to find a way around Taylor Butcher Benjamin and Dave Seats. Now underneath of him is Brian Dees. Sherman going to put it 3 wide coming off of turn number 4.
Whoa, 17 of D's almost in the back of the 3.
Sherman still in the middle, 3 wide, going to try and slide up in front of the 14. Not going to be able to clear him. Leaves him a lane up there coming out of 2. Looks like Taylor Butcher Benjamin's going to back out of it, give Corey that bottom lane. Now Corey going to try and slam it down to the bottom again, slide up in front of the 14 here. Some good racing back here, Terry, because here comes Brian Dees. Oh yeah.
Seats in the wall.
Got a little piece of the wall there, going to lose some momentum coming off of turn 4. This is great racing.
Now Corey got around everybody, and he's trying to check out now from the 10.
Yeah, up 6 spots at the start of this race, sitting in 12th, Terry. I know it seems a little biased, right? I mean, it's my pick, but that was really good racing right there.
Absolutely was. Now, Corey finished 3rd here last season.
Back up to the front. Jamie Walker just made his way around Dustin Ping for 3rd. Chris Carroll still 2nd. Dalton Kilroe still leads the way with lap 16 of 162. Hey, driver's going to be thinking about that first pit stop here shortly.
Yeah, I'd say within the next 5 to 8 laps, these guys are going to have to come down regardless if they want to or not.
I think we're going to be, I think they can go a maximum of 25, if I had to guess.
Carroll all over the back end of that 41 car as Walker kind of sneaks up behind the 99.
Now, the question is Jamie kind of just hanging out right now? He's gotten up to 3rd. Is he just saving those tires, just running consistent lap times, a consistent line, starting to reel in those leaders just a little bit, but not by much here every lap?
You know, Jamie Walker actually led the most laps here last season, Sam, with 55. He also sat on the pole.
He also won the last 2 races here.
Absolutely.
So I'd have to say, if you were a betting man, Jamie Walker would probably be good to put your money on here tonight. Everybody's single filed out here in the top 10. And then we go back here to Corey Sherman, who was under pressure there from Taylor Butcher Benjamin for just a second coming off turn 4, but Corey with the momentum on the high side hangs on to the 12th spot. Now remember, we saw Alex Harris a few laps ago. Lost his momentum, lost a few spots, but now sitting back in 15th. Samuel Lawson looking to the inside of Dave Seats here for the 16th position, going into 3 and 4.
I've been watching these two for a couple laps, Sam, and that 24 wants that spot bad.
To the inside right now, side by side across the line. Give it to the governor that time by. He's going to have seats cleared going into 1 and 2. So Lawson now up to 16th. Down 3 spots from where he started tonight, Terry.
He'll get it back. Or will he?
Mike Hamlin right now up 6 spots from the start of the race, currently in 18th position. Right behind his teammate Dave Seats, Limitless Motorsports.
Mike Hamlin definitely not running like he did last week at Rockingham.
It's still early though, Terry. Remember, I mean, we've seen this 28. He's come from the back a couple of times, and it's just a lot of patience, right? So we might see this 28 up in the top 10, I'd say, after the first, maybe our second pit stop, I'd say.
Well, here he goes.
I was going to say, it seems like his teammate's going to let him by. Seats goes to the bottom.
So we've seen Dave Seats touch the wall a few laps back, Sam. And I talked to Corey Sherman. He says, man, he touched the wall during practice, and the car actually started overheating. So any kind of front-end damage tonight may hurt you bad in this thing.
Back up to the front, still throw a blanket over your top 3. Dalton Kilroe continuing the lead the way. We're on lap 22 of 162. Green flag pit stop's going to be coming here momentarily. The question is, who's going to be the first to bring it down?
I don't think Dalton Kilroy will be saving just yet. I think he's going to let this race play out a little bit.
Well, he's definitely not saving because he's out there leading, so I'd say he's using more fuel than anybody. Could Carroll be kind of playing a little bit of cat and mouse right now behind him? He could be, but Jamie could be doing the same thing back here in third. We take a look at last time by. Dalton was the fastest out of the top three, so is Dalton wearing his tires too much here? We're going to have to wait and see. So remember Mark Arthur, Terry, he started up there in third position. Now back to sixth. Oh, Chris Bird. Sideways coming off turn two. Mark Arthur going to go to the top side of the racetrack, try and take advantage of that little mistake by the 66. Goes into turns 3 and 4. Berg's going to hang tight there on the bottom. Berg looks like he's struggling a little bit here, Terry.
Yeah, that's 66. I don't think he's got it set up the way he wants to right now. He's going to need that pit stop when they come down here. They ought to be coming here pretty shortly, I would imagine.
See Dustin Payne going all the way to the top side of the racetrack, trying to get a run here down the back straightaway. And this is what's really
Cody
cool here,
Gibson.
Terry. Well, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, Cody Gibson, first driver to holler out his pit stop.
Well, we'll keep a camera on him then. Coming down pit road. 7 of Cody Gibson. Here he comes, Terry. Looks like a smooth entry. Now we've seen Cody do this before, Terry. He's always come in before anybody else. I have noticed that with the number 7. So is this strategy for him? Is he going to try and, short pit a couple of guys here? Lap 26. What does the 41 of Dalton do? The 99 of Carroll? What do these leaders do? See, Walker brings it down pit side. He's going to probably try and short pit these guys.
I was watching Gibson gas only. Let's see what Walker does here.
Got a camera on him right now. We got Taylor Butcher Benjamin on pit road as well. Paul Ellison.
Polisky, Lawson, Harris, Sherman, a lot of them calling out pits.
Looks like fuel only for the number 88.
Yep.
Here comes Kilroy and Carroll. Carroll getting sideways, bringing it down pit road, Terry. What a save by Chris Carroll.
I bet he was watching to see what the 41 does.
Oh, Corey Sherman hits the wall on pit road. And all that time he just gained on the racetrack is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Problems for the number 3.
We'll see how long Corey Sherman has to sit in the pit to get this thing fixed now.
Let's see here if I can get a replay on the number 3. What happened to him? Did he just come in too hot? Let's find out. Yeah, it looks like he might have just got on the brakes a little too hot. Doesn't hit nothing though, Terry. Did a good job not hitting anything.
He's down the way. He's good to go. But now he's got to make up all that time again.
Well, right now, Mark Arthur still out on the racetrack, bringing it down pit side right now. So he stayed out the longest there, Terry. About 29 laps, if you want to count him hitting the line on pit road here.
That may have gave Mark Arthur 5 points.
That it did. Dalton Kilroy is showing second right now, but once he gets around Mark in the pits, he will be first. Looks like fuel only for pretty much everybody, Terry. It looks like Corey Sherman might have taken tires, and it looks like Kobe Sutphin in the number 23 might have taken tires as well.
42's out of gas.
42 is out of gas. Trying to find him on timing and scoring here, Terry. Not seeing him. There he is right there. Out of gas. Coming down pit road, he went, what?
Basically 28 laps.
29 laps.
The coast is 29th.
Slides into his box right there. So Dalton Kilroe takes over the race lead once again, has about a second gap over the 99 of Chris Carroll. And Carroll has about a second gap to the 88 of Walker. Then we go back to fourth place. It's Ty Morosco, that MFRD Ford Mustang.
Dustin Pig about to go a lap down if Dalton gets up to him.
See, Mark Arthur looks like he came out of that pit cycle 12th, Terry, but came down on pit road on lap 29. It's one lap better than anybody else did.
I'm saying everybody's on the lead lap and basically took fuel only, other than the three of Corey Sherman and Kobe Suffin in the 23. They both took tires.
Yeah, and Corey Sherman is back here in 24th, Terry. I'm wondering if maybe that tire strategy might not have what he wanted to do. I think he might be back here trying to save a little bit of fuel and try and figure out a new strategy going forward here tonight.
Well, them sliding in the way he did, I probably would have changed tires at the last minute also.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we made it through one round of pit stops. Dalton Kilroe takes back over the race lead. With that being said, we're going to hit our first commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge. Take a look at our direct-to-garment printer. Did you just get excited about what you can see on a t-shirt? Well, we got more for you. What about embroidered hats? Everybody loves a good hat. Look at this. we also do beanies that double as kitten holders. There's also so much more we can do here at Savage Edge. Vinyl graphics, coffee mugs, koozies. We basically can put your name on anything. So go to savageedge.com and check out our Facebook. Now back to the race.
Back live here on True Sim Productions, and a little shakeup here at the front of the field. Remember, before we went to commercial, ladies and gentlemen, we said that 2 drivers took tires on that last set of pit stops. It was the number 23 of Kobe Sutphin and the 3 of Corey Sherman. Well, the number 23 has found his way around Dalton Kilroe and is now out almost 5 seconds ahead of the 41. Now, something I noticed when I was watching Track Talk earlier, ladies and gentlemen, was the tire fall off. Mark let it slip, or I wouldn't say let it slip, gave it out that the fall off tonight is about 1.5 seconds when you set a quick time. So that is a big drop off as we see timing and scoring still increasing the lead here for the number 23 of Kobe Sutphin, now out to almost 6 seconds over Dalton Kilroe.
And Sam, also during that pit stops, we've seen Corey Sherman, since he slid in the pits like he did, he actually had to change tires too. So Corey Sherman should be making his way up through some of this field a little bit again, as he's already done. I'm going to give a shout out to everybody out there in chat. Stephen T. Johnson, we see you out there, bud. Sorry you couldn't make the race, but we know real life has to come first. And I want to give a big shout out to my brother out there, Mike's Favorites 10. Hey, he was down here this weekend from Wisconsin. I'm glad you made your way down here. Glad we got to play some golf today, this weekend. So thanks for coming down, brother. Kobe Sutphin making his way around a 73, making lap traffic, getting around it.
So that makes Casey Campbell first car 1 lap down. Now last car on the lead lap is Mike Massengill in the number 20, sitting in 28th. But here comes Sutphin getting ready to change that real quick and in a hurry.
Yeah, it shows what these new tires do. But now Sutphin and Sherman both know they've already used up that 1 set of tires. So they're going to have to double stint them somewhere.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be off sequence from everybody else, because you know everybody else is going to be taking tires this next pit stop. These 2 drivers aren't. Now, is this going to work out for them later in the race? I have no idea. We're going to have to find out. It's a good, if you're trying something different, it is a good strategy just to try it, see if it works. I mean, Kobe right now, 6.7 second lead over Dalton Kilroe. I was just telling him, Terry, the tire fall off here tonight is about 1.5 seconds. If we look at timing and scoring last time by, a 32.87 to Dalton Kilroe's 33.07. So Sutphin about 0.2 quicker right now per lap.
That just put Joe Alberico down a lap in the 83 car.
Now sights set on the number 8 of Amanda Sherman. Sherman has the 64 of Rutherford right in front of her. That's 25th and 26th.
Amanda, a little bit ago, she was actually talking. I can't remember who she was talking to. It might have been Seats or somebody. I don't know. Told him to go ahead and go around him. Go around her. She's just trying to save them tires.
Rutherford goes all the way to the top side of the racetrack. Sutphin going to split them down the middle. 3 wide here coming off of 4. Gets around both of them there through turn 4. Rutherford getting into the wall a little bit there. Keeps it straight. Sutphin puts 2 more cars a lap down. And now, Terry, 7.5 seconds out ahead of Dalton Kilroe. And now about 0.3 quicker than the 41.
Yeah, and that time keeps climbing too. That in between him and Dalton.
Let's see. These 2 drivers that we're talking about, the 23 and the 41. Last pit on lap 27. You see the gap. Dalton now coming out of turn 4. Sutphin, whole straightaway gap right now. But here's the thing, Terry. Can Dalton get that fresh set of tires come out and run him back down without the tires plateauing off?
Well, it's yet to be seen. Again, we don't know when these guys are going to take tires. I'd imagine this next pit, which should be happening, not far from now.
Yeah, last pit on lap 27, like I was saying. So they've gone about 18 laps, 19 laps, roughly, somewhere around there. So I'd say here in the next 10 laps, we're going to see drivers come down pit road again. Probably going to see that number 7 of Cody Gibson come down pit road first. Last pit on lap 25, Terry. He's been out there for about 25 laps.
Kind of looking through everybody's numbers here. Jamie Walker right now has the fastest lap of the race with a 31.240. And right now the leader's running a 31.5. So that's pretty fast on Walker.
Currently in 4th, trying to run down the 99 of Carroll. Has about a second gap to him. Carroll, little traffic in front of him. He's got the the 81 of Dustin Ping in front of him. And then Dalton Kilrow about a half a second ahead of him.
I'm really surprised at that 81, Sam. I really thought Ping would be doing better than this. He was quick in practice.
Let me see here. I don't know if Ping might have had an issue. It doesn't look like he had an issue. He was on pit road for a long time, Terry, but checking the race control program, not seeing anything. One driver on pit road right now. It's the 46 of Fred Thompson. Got some heavy right side damage, that 46 there, Terry.
Fred Thompson probably got up to the wall, I would imagine, somewhere. I'm really surprised. We went 53 laps, Sam, no caution. I think the last race here we had 6 or 8 cautions.
Here at Chicagoland? Always thought we put on a good show here at Chicagoland.
Let me see if I can find the results for this last race. Yeah, we had 6 cautions for 24 laps, 18 lead changes, Sam.
Lap 54, Cody Gibson brings it down pit side. So they're starting once again here, Terry.
Now remember that Cody Gibson kind of pitted it way earlier before these other guys did.
2 laps earlier than our current race leader, which is 23 of Kobe Sutphin. Right sides go up on the number 7. So here we go. Walker bringing it down pit side. So again, playing that short stop strategy, trying to gain as much time as he can here on Chris Carroll. Might actually jump him here, Terry. Was only a second behind him. He's going to have fresher tires coming out of pit road this time.
Corey Sherman with them fresh tires, Sam, got himself all the way up to 4th. Jamie Walker slides into his pit box.
Up to 4th, but Terry not going to be able to take tires this next stop as he brings it down pit side.
He can, but I wouldn't. Here he goes.
Ooh, did he speed there? That was pretty close.
Yeah, it was real close.
Not showing any penalties for the number 3. Got on pit road nice and smooth. Dalton Kilrow, now your race leader. Looks like Sutphin brought it down pit side, Terry. Race leader on pit road. Tires and fuel for the number 23.
Wow. He just, man. Okay. He's got a plan, I guess.
Here comes Dalton Kilrow down pit road. Ty Morosco keeps it out on the racetrack to lead a lap. That's 5 bonus points to the number 1. See drivers coming off pit road. Sherman was fuel only. Sutphin, remember, did take tires. A lot of drivers are going to be taking tires here. Dalton Kilrow still on pit road.
Yeah, looks like Carroll Walker took tires.
Roscoe on pit road.
Benjamin.
So that hands the lead over to Chris Berg. Hamlin, who came down pit road here in fourth, Terry. I know we're bouncing around a lot, but this is normally what happens with green flag pit stops.
Again, your race leader right now, Chris Berg, as he's running down to 81 at Peg.
Mark Arthur runs second, Terry. Remember, Arthur pit on lap 29. So he should be coming down here around lap 59 or 60. If we take 59, he should be coming down pit road next time by. Is this long run strategy going to work out for the number 12? Getting blown by here by the wild man of Wellman.
We've seen the 12 last week of Rockingham had a fast car, but electrical issues put that car behind the wall for a bunch of, about 30 minutes, I think.
Whoa, Taylor Butcher Benjamin shoots a gap between 81 and the 12. Mark Arthur gets caught behind the lap car of Albarico here. Sutphin now third as Berg brought it down pit side. Mark Arthur keeps it out on the racetrack. Mark is currently scored as the race leader.
'73 Campbell getting a lap back the hard way.
As it stands right now, Terry, it does look like the 88 jumped Chris Carroll in the pits. It's showing Jamie now with almost a second advantage over the 99 of Carroll.
Remember, Mark Arthur still has to pit.
Yeah, still out on the racetrack here, lap 61. He's able to go a lot longer, Terry. He's going to have the fresher tires out of anybody then. Might be a good strategy for him. Here he comes.
Whoa, a little fast on that 12 car turning there.
And keeps it straight, hits pit road.
For Sam, something interesting I just heard over comms out of the 41. He says he's got damage,
yes,
and he's not all that fast.
Yeah, what happened to Dalton Kilroe? Because he's being scored a lap down right now. Let's go back and see if we can't get eyes on what happened to the 41. Comes up into Corey Sherman.
Wow.
See if we can get another look at that. So right here, just comes up on the 3. Carroll sees it, goes down to the bottom side of the racetrack, gets Corey up into the outside wall. Yeah, I don't think the 3 is going to be too happy about that one, Terry.
Absolutely not.
So Dalton Kilroe led quite a few laps early on in this race. Hard contact to the inside wall. No caution. We didn't catch it, but I'm glad we have that race control program, Terry, because that's what showed us what happened to the 41.
So I'm watching the 3 now. He does not look all that fast. I think he's got a little bit of damage on that right side of that car.
Well, also keep in mind, he did not take tires last pit stop. So Corey Sherman right now running almost a whole second off of guys who just came down pit road. We were talking Mark Arthur, last pit on lap 61. He's gone a long way in that number 12 car here compared to anybody else, but back there in 19th position. Is it going to work out for him?
Sam, we see Mark Arthur do that week in and week out. He is one of them cars that he doesn't like coming down the pit lane, I don't think.
By the way, Terry, we got to remember the halfway award tonight. It's going to be coming at lap 82. So once the leader takes lap 82, whoever's leading will be taking away True Sim Productions halfway award.
Yes, sir.
Right now, Kobe out here kind of run. I want to say running away with it, Terry, because that gap is closing, but he took tires again. So when is he going to double cent these tires? Is he just trying to maintain that 7-second gap? I'm not sure, but he's got something up his sleeve here in that number 23.
Yeah, I've been kind of sitting there thinking, when would I do that? I have to double stint. I know I have to. Do I get another set of tires, stay up here, then double stint that one? That way I still got one in the bank, or, I don't know.
Well, Walker is starting to run him down. Last time by, Jamie was a whole 10th quicker. Gap now down to 6.5 seconds. Carroll about 3/10 off of the back bumper, the 88 of Walker. And how about this, Terry? Someone we haven't talked about a whole lot tonight. The 17 of Brian Dees up inside the top 5 there. Currently 11 spots from the start of the race. Currently up 11 spots from the start of the race.
When I was talking to Dees before race, he was actually still trying to figure out the track during practice. And Dees is working on that long run, and it is paying off for that 17 car practicing that long run.
Right behind him, his teammate Taylor Butcher Benjamin up 7 spots since the drop of the green flag. Cody Gibson, he was one of the first drivers to bring it down pit side both times. Sits in 6th. He has Ty Morosco right behind him. Newcomer Alex Harris in the 74 inside the top 10 as well. He's got Derek Paulson right behind him.
She said Ty Morosco in that number 1. Talked to him also. He was the same way. Wants to have something for the long run. Needs a good run. He's going to miss a couple weeks, and he wants to get these points.
Doing a good job of it right now. Looks like Steven Johnson's finally going to be able to join us out on track, Terry.
Come on out, Steven.
Yeah, 60, almost 70 laps down, but hey, coming out here trying to get some points. You'll love to see it, man.
But it ain't go. I mean, we're a long ways away in this race yet. I mean, Steven can still. Something happens to some of these drivers, Steven can capitalize on it.
See Kobe trying to work his way around the 81 of Peng. Peng's currently scored a few laps down here. It looks like about 3 in the 34th position.
Kobe Suffolk kind of new to the league this season. Has not won a race yet. He keeps what he's doing tonight. He might have a chance at it.
So I want to take a look at Corey Sherman here because he's in trouble right now, Terry. Could go a lap down. Got some heavy front end damage from that contact with Dalton. Gonna have to do something fancy here to get himself a good finish tonight. Take a look at Tanner Marr running 18th. He's trying to follow Mark Arthur around the 46 of Fred Thompson.
Yeah, that 3 is real slow.
Lap 72 of 162. Chris Carroll actually found his way around Jamie Walker, Terry. About a half a second out ahead of the 88 right now. They're trying to run down this 23, but gap still 6.3 seconds.
Long way to go. And Carroll, he's not running him down. That's like the time just keeps getting a little higher. Now it's dropping down a little bit.
Sutphin now on the back bumper of that 3 of Corey Sherman. Looks to the inside, gonna put Sherman 1 lap down. And now Rutherford and Sherman are fighting for that lucky dog spot. That's Corey Rutherford in the number 5. Yeah, Corey Sherman looks real loose there. He about lost there coming out of turn number 2. Good save. Barely caught that. And Corey Rutherford trying to unlap himself from Sutphin right now. Sutphin to the inside of Fred Thompson.
How Corey keeps this up in that 5 car, he's possibly able to get around that 23, get that lap back.
Riding on board with him. Last time by, he was about 0.05 quicker than our race leader. He's in the lucky dog spot, but if he could unlap himself, that's that much better.
I mean, Corey's tires is only 2 laps difference. I mean, he pitted on 57, something pitted on 55.
So Tanner Marr is the last car on the lead lap right now. You see Rutherford right behind our race leader, trying to get his lap back. Chris Carroll starting to run down the race leader. It's now down to 5.8 seconds as Carroll heads back into 1 and 2. Almost that halfway point, Terry. Getting close.
Yeah, just that halfway point, Sam. And we're 77 laps into this race. Remember, these guys pitted 22 laps ago, most of them. So we're going to see pit stops going on here too.
What do you think, Terry? You think we're going to see a flag-to-flag race? I don't want to jinx it, but...
I hope we do. We haven't seen one for a while.
I think this is the track to do it. These guys are putting on one heck of a show here tonight on True Sim Productions. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you hit that subscribe button, share out the stream, let your friends know about us. We're getting closer and closer to that 500 mark. Also live over on kick.com. So search us, True Sim Productions on kick.com. Actually, Terry, you know what? I want to give a shout out tonight to, believe it or not, Blake Decker. So Blake Decker put our name, True Sim Productions, on the side of his real life race car. So ladies and gentlemen, go check out his YouTube channel where he does real life racing vlogs. Pretty cool.
Yeah, you can look at his stuff, man. And it shows him working on the car and getting it ready to go to the track and stuff. So yeah, Blake's got some pretty cool stuff out there. Thanks again, Blake, for doing that.
So, lap 80. Kobe Sutphin, still your race leader. You see Corey Rutherford trying to run him down. 2 more laps here for the 23. He'll be the halfway award winner. Getting closer and closer to that next set of pit stops.
Kobe Sutton trying to work on another lap. Mike Massey in that 20 car.
They're starting, Terry. Cody Gibson. That's how we know the green flag pit stops are starting. He's first down pit road. Out of turn 4, across the line. The halfway award does go to the 23 of Kobe Sutphin. But congratulations, Kobe. Kept it out in the race lead long enough. Get yourself a couple bucks.
Heck yeah.
So who's the next driver to bring it down pit side? A lot of these guys came down here. I'm looking on timing and scoring around lap 55. Now Mark Arthur.
I would say the only one I'm seeing is Fred right now, Fred Thompson.
He's on pit road, but Cody just came out. And Carroll Walker bringing it down pit side. Jamie right behind Chris Carroll.
Will Walker be able to get past Carroll again like he did before?
Well, are these guys going to take tires this time? I imagine so. They all have pretty much double stinted a set of tires, except for the number 23 who brings it down pit side right now. So Kobe Sutphin on pit road. Sorry, Terry.
No, it's fine. To answer your question, 99, 88 both took tires.
See tires going on the 24 of Lawson. Amanda Sherman down and away on pit road. Alex Harris. Taking a look at our race leader. Is this where he's going to double stint tires? fuel only for the 23, Terry.
Wow. Well, he's got to do it eventually.
I just think this is too late in the race now. He lost a lot of time to Chris Carroll on that last run as well, so he's going to lose even more time now that he's off sequence with these fresher tires. Chris Berg is now being scored as the race leader under this set of green flag pit stops. Lap 85 of 162 here for the Blazing Pedals Xfinity Series, brought to us by Savage Edge Graphics. Ladies and gentlemen, go check out savageedge.com.
Still got a few guys yet to pit.
Jamie Walker, fastest lap of the race thus far, 31.21 for the 88. So setting some good lap times right there. He was about 4/10 quicker than Chris Carroll last time by. I think Walker knows now that Sutphin took fuel only. Him and Carroll are basically fighting for the race lead. Carroll gets into the back of Larry Bell. Bell saves it. Wow, that was close, man. They didn't even register contact there. Must have been a 0X for him, but we caught it live here on TSP. Barely got into the side of him.
There's some apologies going on the track right now, Sam, as you was talking about that.
Chris Berg still your race leader. Mark Arthur second. Mark is about 11.5 seconds off of Chris Berg. And Kobe Sutphin is in third. Berg brings it down pit road.
Now turn it back over to Mark Arthur again on that 12 car.
I don't know what he's trying to do here, Terry. You at least got 2 more pit stops, I think. He's clutching it. Maybe he's trying to cut out a stop.
He's got less than 5 seconds.
Let's go on board with him.
Let's do that.
Definitely clutching and shutting the engine off. Mark Arthur out here pulling a fuel strategy. Or does he shut it off on the front stretch? That's what I want to know. Right at that red line there going into 1 and 2.
I figured it'd be pretty close to hitting 1.
Well, remember, he last pit on lap 61. On lap 91, and be 30 laps he's been out there.
Something is catching him. Not very fast, but he is catching him. But Chris Carroll is only 0.75 behind Sutphin, so they got to be working here.
They're both running down Mark. Remember, Mark has been out there since lap 61. These guys behind him both pit on lap 83 and 82. Carroll looking to the bottom. Put Carroll up to second.
Sam, electrical issues out of the 3 car of Corey Sherman.
Mark working his way. Well, I think lap traffic's kind of working their way around Mark right now. Question is, when does he bring it down pit side? Keeps it out there, Terry. I'm keeping it on here. I want to see what Mark does. Again, he's been out there for 30 laps now, almost 31. See Corey Sherman out in chat, Terry. Blue screen. Computer blue screened on him.
Oh, man. Now, here's the thing. The 8 car, they both race in the same room. I'm hoping nothing happens to the 8 car.
Amanda's currently 21st right now.
Chris Carroll getting around Mark Arthur on the outside.
Yeah, he has those better tires right now. But remember, Mark is yet to come down pit road.
Mark Arthur's last bit was last 61, and we're sitting at 93 right now. Is he trying to stretch this thing to 30 laps?
He's well over 30 laps now. Coming down pit road now. Here he comes.
Yeah, he did not holler out his pit till right at the end. The 81 just about got it to the back of him.
Now, that's what I was wondering what he was going to do. Was he going to wait for Carroll to get around him and then come down pit road? Give up that race lead and then get your pit stop out of the way. Mark down in his pit box right now, watching Chris Carroll. But remember, Mark's going to have about almost 10 lap better tires, or over 10 lap better tires than these race leaders. Carroll looking to the inside of Poliski. Poliski sitting in 17th.
Just heard of a race chatter. Number 4, Tanner Marr got caught speeding, had to serve a penalty.
See if we can't check it out here. Yep, coming down pit road. Must have just been a little too fast, Terry. Race control got him.
Again, pit speed's 50 mile an hour. You better have it down there. iRacing will get you. Suppose the hammer's falling asleep yet?
I'm not sure. So lap 96 of 162. And I'm sorry, Terry, I went back to Mark Arthur again, immediately saving fuel. So I think he is trying to cut out one pit stop here tonight. Chris Carroll, still your race leader, ladies and gentlemen. Second commercial break of the evening. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge. Take a look at our direct-to-garment printer. Did you just get excited about what you can see on a t-shirt? Well, we got more for you. What about embroidered hats? Everybody loves a good hat. Look at this. We also do beanies that double as kitten holders. There's also so much more we can do here at Savage Edge. Vinyl graphics, coffee mugs, koozies. We basically can put your name on anything. So go to savageedge.com and check out our Facebook. Back to the race.
All right, we're back live here at Chicagoland. Chris Carroll still in the lead over Jamie Walker by 1.45 seconds. I was just watching Chris Legoo in the 71 get around the 99. Chris actually let Chris by the Chris and Chris show, I guess, there, Sam.
Yeah, right now, Terry, it looks like Chris Legoo 35th right now, unfortunately. Quite a few laps down, got some heavy right side damage, but just got one of those laps back by getting around Chris Carroll. And as you mentioned it, Walker was about 1.4. Now it's about 1.5 seconds off. We were talking about it there under the break, Terry, how he was 1.7 off of Carroll a couple of laps ago. So the 88 is starting to close that gap.
Yeah, they both pitted, remember, lap 82. Both of them took tires. We know both of them can take tires here on out the rest of their stops. So where are we at here? Lap 106. They pitted at lap 82, so we're not far from another green stop.
Now, I'm going to do this again, but kind of been the talk of the night, I guess you could say right now, is this pink car, the number 12 of Mark Arthur. I want to see if he's still saving here, Terry.
Mark Arthur right now showing the fourth one, a lap down, so he's got to get around Polisky, Zimmerman, and Corey Rutherford. If he wants to get back up on that lead lap, get a lucky dog if something would happen.
Yeah, he is currently still saving fuel. Let's go on board with Chris Carroll. Oh, Carroll to the outside wall.
Wow.
We caught it on board here with Chris Carroll. Got loose, chased it up the racetrack. Did Chris Legoo maybe have something to do with that? I don't know. They are next to each other.
They are not talking out in chat, so on comms. So I guess it's okay.
He's got right side damage though now, Terry.
It looks like 71 at Chris Legoo. It looked like he actually backed off to let Chris and Corey and the 88 of Walker get around him.
Well, how about
Corey Rutherford trying to get a lap back?
I was just going to say that. The number 5 going to the inside of the 99 puts him back on the lead lap, Terry. Corey Rutherford, 16th position.
Chris Carroll coming down pit lane.
Has to do it in 2 more stops, Terry. Right side damage on the 99. It is crinkled in the right rear. Smacked it pretty good in the right side, right rear of the car. Wondering if that thing might not be handling the way he wants it to right now. That does hand the race lead over to the 88 of Jamie Walker.
Yeah, that put Carroll right about 26 laps on that fuel run. So I don't know if he pitted maybe just a hair bit early.
Well, remember, I don't know if he caught that Mark was saving fuel. He might have picked up on the fact that Mark is trying to cut out one full run here. So maybe just trying to shortstop it. I don't know. Strategies are all over the place here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's been green flag racing since we started here tonight. Quite a few lead changes. Jamie Walker, now your new race leader. How about Brian Dees in second? Has his teammate Taylor Butcher Benjamin right behind him.
Pit stops are going on, like you said.
Oh, here comes Brian Dees. Misses pit road entry. Oh, he misses the commitment cone, Terry. Is that going to be a penalty for the number 17 for unsafe pit entry, or is it going to let him have it?
Oh, we'll see in a second.
It's not showing me anything on race control.
Yeah, I was looking at the same thing.
Keeping a camera on him. He is sitting there, Terry. It's holding him. It has to be holding him. He's been in there for a while. So Brian
going on
Dees,
25 seconds.
penalty on the entry of pit road.
Is that a 40-second hold, Sam?
It's something along those lines, I believe.
Bad night for one of the MFRD cards.
Having such a good run, man. He was up.
He was
14 or I believe 16 spots there before that happened, running in second. You're just talking about how good of a night he was having, and boom, as quick as that good night was happening, it went straight to a bad night. Sitting in 20th, just now coming off pit road.
Brian Dees with a 54.85 pit stop, Sam. So yeah, I would say about 40 seconds on that 17 car for that penalty.
Well, Chris Berg out to the race lead. How about Corey Rutherford? He was in third as he brings it down pit side. Little right rear damage. That number 5 car doesn't look like it's hurting him all that much.
Corey Rutherford actually talked to him, Sam, before the race. He said he loves this track and just don't want to get caught up in other people's stuff tonight.
Well, Chris Berg, last pit on lap 87. Mike Hamlin brings it down pit side. Chris Carroll, Jamie Walker. There's a 2-lap difference between those two drivers on their last pit stop. 108 and 110. But again, got to go talk about the number 12 of Mark Arthur. Last pit on lap 93. 49 laps to go. Can he cut it out?
Man, that's crazy, man.
Sitting in 5th right now, Terry.
But it's working exactly.
I mean, I heard it going into turn 1 right there. He is still clutching that race car. Tanner Mark looking to the inside here down the backstretch. I don't know, man. I think he just thought of that strategy and just went for it all night long. He's got to get to at least 30 laps to go to be safe on one more stop. As Chris Berg brings it down pit side. Little sideways there coming down. Nice and smooth, though, once he hits the cone. So once Chris Carroll comes back around, that's going to hand the race lead back over to him.
Walker just a little over half a second behind the 99, and he's running him down.
Well, remember, he does have 2-lap better tires, and Chris Carroll does have that little bit of right rear damage. We even take a look at pit stop times. Overall on pit road, a 41.72 for the 88 of Walker. Chris Carroll, 41.88. So Walker, a little over a 10th better all the way around on pit road. And also keep in mind, Walker won the last 2 races here.
Yes, he did. Now, something crazy. Jamie Walker won this race. Dalton Kilroe, which we see he's having a bad time tonight, was in second. And we've seen Corey Sherman take his car to the hauler. He was third. So, man, I hope this doesn't go on with the rest of these guys, or with Jamie Walker anyway. Jamie Walker working his way around the 99 and Chris Carroll.
New race leader, once again, Jamie Walker around Chris Carroll. Taylor Butcher Benjamin runs third. Ty Morosco's teammate right behind him in 4th. How about Cody Gibson up inside the top 5 again, Terry?
Well, if we stay on Gibson, we know when everybody else is going to pit, right?
That's actually, yeah, that's true. Always the first one to come down pit road. Like I said, it seems to be a pattern with him, right? I've seen it in the past couple of races. Oh, Chris Legou heavy into the outside wall. Is this going to bring out our caution? He brings it down to the infield. No caution. How? Unbelievable.
He hit the escape button real quick on that 71 car. Got her in the pit lane. Didn't touch nobody. Wow.
Hits the wall coming off of 4. These guys do a great job getting around him. Chris Legou doing a great job trying to keep it up in one lane. Finally sees a gap, pulls it down to the infield, and gets it back on pit road. No caution, but wow, what a ride for Chris Legou. I'm not sure if I don't think he blew a tire there. It just looked like he might have got loose coming off of 4. And once he got the outside wall, he was just trying to save it from there out and just couldn't hang on to it.
Hope Chris can get back out there.
So 42 laps to go. And Terry, I'm going to point it out again. 14th. Mark Arthur in the number 12. Last pit on lap 93. Can this man save enough fuel to cut out one whole pit stop? And will it be his advantage tonight?
I believe it will be his advantage. If he can cut it out, it will be his advantage.
I don't know, man. This is, I mean, he's already about to go a lap down to Jamie Walker, so.
He is the last car in the lead lap.
40 laps to go.
I just noticed Chris Legou took his car to the hauler.
$39 laps to go. Walker, 1.3 seconds, now 1.4 over Carroll.
Jamie Walker knows how to run this track, Sam. He's proven it now. Again, he led the most laps here at 55. He ain't going to have to lead 55 laps tonight. He just needs to lead that last one. Van Fleet of an 89 trying to get around the 88, maybe trying to get himself a lap back. Right now, we're showing 14 cars on the lead lap. Again, Mark Arthur in the 12 car. The one out there saving all the fuel. He is showing the last car on the lead lap as Walker is running him down quickly.
You got to figure Mark's got to get to 30 laps to go, I think, to be able to make it on one stop.
Now he's got about 6 laps to go, 5-6 laps to go. 6-7 laps to go, sorry.
Walker working his way around Arthur, going to put him a lap down. That leaves 13 cars on the lead lap.
Jamie Walker right now with a 2.2 lead over Chris Carroll, and it is growing.
Mark Arthur finally hits pit road.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to make it to the end, Sam, on this one stop.
At 35 laps, that's big.
Ooh, boy.
But remember, Walker pit on lap 110. Carroll on 108. Taylor Butcher Benjamin on 110. Remember, this could be Mark's final pit stop. That's the thing.
Very well could be. Right now, he's one lap down, but he's a fourth car a lap down.
Went 16 laps longer than our race leader. 16.
16.
He went almost a whole fuel run. About 10 laps shy of it.
Jamie Walker steadily pulling away from second place Chris Carroll, as third place Taylor Butcher Benjamin actually trying to run down Carroll. He's doing it, but slowly.
$32 laps to go. Still got people out in chat going for Mark.
Every week, ain't they?
Every single week.
Sam Dave Seats took his car out behind the barn, and I think he's going to lay it down to rest.
How about Rick Thompson, Terry? We do have him on in-car. Remember that. Currently in 11th, up 22 spots since the start of this race. Having a good run.
Again, he said he needs a good points race for a while. I mean, he wants to get in that chase here before we start. But we ain't far from that, Sam.
$30 laps to go.
Sam, I just looked at our schedule. We have 5 races, 6 if you want to count this one, before we start our first round of the chase, the top 16.
Well, Terry, what do you say? We'll take one more commercial break and then go to the end.
Sounds good to me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back.
Put the power of Southern Shores Realty to work for you. With over 30 professionals in sales and rental management, Southern Shores Realty and I will get the job done right. I'm Rick Thompson, your Outer Banks real estate expert.
Call 261-2000.
What's up, everybody? We're taking a break in this exciting race to tell you a little bit about Savage Edge. You can go to our link here, www.savageedge.com, or our Facebook here. So we're about to tell you a little bit what Savage Edge does. Have you ever wanted to put your face on a t-shirt or maybe your iRacing car? Well, we can do that for you at Savage Edge. Take a look at our direct-to-garment printer. Did you just get excited about what you can see on a t-shirt? Well, we got more for you. What about embroidered hats? Everybody loves a good hat. Look at this.
We're coming back live, ladies and gentlemen. Green flag pit stops, and Jamie Walker spins it out on pit road. 25 laps to go.
Man, tough break out of that 88 car.
That is not good. Lost a lot of time right there, man. Chris Berg out to the race lead, Terry. 24 laps to go. I mean, anything can happen right now.
Absolutely. Remember, we still got Mark Arthur out there. That's, where's he at now? 21st. Man, he's got a lot of cars to get around. Jamie Walker got a lot of track to make up now to get back up there. He did pit here, did take tires, so let's see what happens with them. Chris Carroll last pitted at 135, Walker 138. So a little bit fresher tires, not a whole lot.
Carroll now sits in second, last pit on lap 135. So Carroll should be able to go the rest of the way.
Yeah, we know Carroll Walker, that goes the rest of the way. Taylor Butcher Benjamin, he can go the rest of the way. Chris Berg yet to come down pit lane. He's going to have to come down. Ty Morosco about ready to get one of his. Actually, he'll be last car on the lead lap once he gets by Berg. Chris Berg just hollered out his pit. Sam, he's coming down this time.
20 laps to go.
I don't think he's going to be able to get in and out of there in 17 seconds. What do you think?
I'm not sure, man. We're going to have to keep an eye on him, see what he does.
.50 mph, he slows that 66 down to try to get to his pit stop, as now Chris Carroll is running that 66 down quickly. And Chris Carroll just passed the 66.
Berg on pit road. Carroll to the race lead. Taylor Butcher Benjamin now second. He is right in front of Jamie Walker, 1/10.
Taylor Butcher Benjamin is running down your race leader, Chris Carroll. Last lap, Benjamin was actually faster than Carroll.
$18 laps to go.
Jamie Walker got around Benjamin. Does Walker have enough time to catch that 88 car or 99 car? I'll get it right.
Ooh, Walker almost got the wall there coming out of turn 4.
He is pushing that 88 for all it's worth. Taylor Butcher Benjamin with a nice lead to 4th place. Ty Morosco with over 7 seconds. Look out the front of Walker's car right there. You can almost see Carroll up there. So Chris Carroll just let the 55 of Paul Ellison around him. He actually told Ellison, I have to let you get around me as quick as possible. So I think Carroll's watching that relative meter, seeing Walker actually slowly gain on him.
Well, he's also in some traffic right now too, Terry, trying to get around Mark Arthur. Right now, Mark currently 17th.
Here shortly, Jamie Walker's going to have to deal with all that lap traffic that Carroll just dealt with. With 13 laps to go.
4.2 seconds and closing. Walker 3-lap better tires.
Carroll did the same thing with Philip Van Fleet. Basically the same thing. He said, I'll let you go here, but we got to do it quickly. I don't know how much of a draft they have here, but I know Carroll looks like he's been using every car that he got up to, kind of use them as a little bit of a draft.
Ten laps to go here at Chicagoland, Terry. Sorry, I had a couple things going on in the background there.
You're fine. I'm sitting there just watching times and just watching Walker. I don't believe he's got enough time, these 10 laps, to get up there and catch that 99 car.
3 seconds back, Terry. He's going to have to get around these lap cars pretty quick.
Larry Bell in the 43 right behind Carroll, not trying to make it an issue to get around the 99 car.
Gap now 2.8 seconds. Walker was, I'm sorry, Terry. Walker was about 3/10 quicker than Carroll last time by.
Actually, Larry Bell's actually quicker than Carroll. He's just not pushing the issue to get around him.
Gap now 2.5. 8 laps to go. .4 in closing.
It's okay, Laura. You can put in there as many times as you want. We don't care. We know you're rooting for your brother.
Seven laps to go. Gap 2.1 seconds.
So you think Walker's thinking, man, if we just get a caution right now, I know I have him.
I'm not sure, man. 7 laps to go. We're coming to 6. Gap is now 2 seconds even. Walker, 0.3 quicker a lap.
So 81 and Dustin Ping finally coming into view behind Larry Bell. I wonder if Ping's even want to try to get around the leader.
Gap is 1.8 seconds. Can Jamie get there? He still has time. Is it enough time? .6. 5 laps to go. 1.5. Walker is coming. He can see him. 1.4.
Payne getting around the Payne getting around 99 Carroll.
It's gonna slow up Carroll just a little bit of dirty air on the front of Carroll's race car. Gap 1.2 seconds coming out of 4 laps to go.
Now Carroll's not running that bottom line through the tri-oval. Walker is, so that helps him a little bit.
Walker almost 0.4 quicker than Carroll last time by.
Under a second now. 4 laps to go. Still got almost 3 laps to go. About 3.5.
3 1/4.
Yeah, whatever.
3.
He's
3
counting.
laps to go this time by. Gap 0.8 seconds. Can Walker run down Carroll? 0.7. He's just got to be smooth, but he's got Larry Bell right in front of him. Walker was about 0.3 quicker last lap. As it shows right now, if he's 0.3 quicker a lap, 2 laps to go, we're going to see a good finish here, ladies and gentlemen. Out of turn number 4, popsicle sticks in the air, 2 laps to go, gap to second, 0.5 second.
That time, Chris Carroll actually used the bottom of the tri-oval to get that little bit of speed. But Walker's still running him down.
Didn't gain a whole lot right there, about 1/10.
Walker, man, big run right there.
Bell moves up out of the
off to
road.
the side.
Yep, he moves up out of the way. Bell into the outside wall. White flag in the air presented by Priority Auto. Chris Carroll with a 0.3 gap over Jamie Walker. Can Jamie get a run here? He's loose at it too. Driving the wheels off of it, trying to get to the back bumper. He's got one more set of corners to get there.
Jamie Walker just said a bad word.
Not going to be enough. Hard fought race for Walker. Out of turn number 4 across the line. What
happened?
Carroll backed off and let Walker win it, I guess. Not sure how I feel about that one.
What in the world?
That is... I don't even know if you can call that good sportsmanship. I mean, he had it fair and square. That gave the win to Jamie Walker, I guess.
Carroll's getting pushed.
Was Carroll out of fuel? I think Carroll might have ran out of fuel right at the line, Terry.
I mean, it's possible, but I don't know, man.
Yeah, I think Carroll is out of fuel. You know what? Let's see if we can't go back. Take a look real quick. We'll go all the way back around to the line because it looked like Carroll just like let him by.
Yeah, that's what I kind of thought too, Sam.
Well, here we go. We're on board with Chris Carroll here coming out of turn number 4. Let's see what happened. It does start sputtering on him, Terry. And Walker gets him at the line. So, yeah, Carroll ran out of fuel. We thought maybe he let him by, but there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Your race winner is Jamie Walker because Chris Carroll ran out of fuel.
That's the 3rd race for Jamie Walker this season. Wow.
Yeah, we genuinely thought Carroll let him by there for whatever reason. Huh.
Well, I guess when we get interview everybody, we'll find out what happened.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, let's see here. All right, let's see if we can't get our 3rd place finisher up here. That's Taylor Butcher Benjamin. Terry, I believe you caught up with him. You got him.
TBB, 3rd place tonight, buddy. Let's talk about this race tonight.
Yeah, that was something else. I had the speed there at the end that Jamie had because I knew Chris was cutting it close on gas, and yeah, it looked like it kind of bit him there at the end, and looked like he might have had some kind of damage as well that was slowing him down. But as far as my race, I just need to get better qualifying. I mean, I keep qualifying like between 10th and 15 every single week. I was like 12th tonight, and plus the whole thing about going caution free, which is great for the league, but as far as like catching up to those guys, I could have used some tonight, but definitely nothing to hold my head about tonight. I mean, I was really digging in there and lucky to come in with a 3rd place, and was really battling good there with Brian. It's too bad he got the penalty he got, or else you might be talking to him instead of me for a P3, but overall, good night.
Yeah, I mean, your teammate, Tom Roscoe, I mean, he finished 4th, so not a bad run for MFRD tonight. Then, of course, Dalton, stuff happened to him earlier in the race. But, yeah, congratulations on that. 3rd place, Taylor. Next week, we head to Gateway, buddies. So, we'll see you next week, Gateway. Who went on a card this week?
I definitely want to thank, of course, MFRD Racing and Michael Falk for all the paint schemes and all my teammates. And definitely shout out to Ty as well, because he ran a good race as well, kept it clean and got a P4. Thank, of course, Savage Edge, CRJ Graphics, Butt Kicker, Mullet Music Productions, True Sim Productions, you guys doing the broadcast, of course, and all the great fans rooting for us in the chat.
All right, buddy. We'll get you back down to your teammates there, and I'll see you next week.
Yep, looking forward to it. You have a good one.
Thank you.
Taylor Butcher Benjamin, driver the number 10, coming home in 3rd. Well, I'm going to bring him up, Terry.
Everybody wants to know.
Yeah, we're going to talk to our 2nd place finisher, Chris Carroll. And Chris, we're not going to lie to you. We thought you kind of let Jamie by there at the line. We're at a far camera angle. Didn't notice you ran out of fuel till we went back and looked at it. What happened, man? Cut it a little too close or just misjudged it? What happened? Chris.
You got me, Sam? Sorry.
Yeah, there you are. Yep.
Different button. Sorry. I had enough. I got some damage there when I was passing some lap cars, and it's really difficult out there tonight with the lap cars. Cost us a lot of time, different places, and I guess the damage I got gave me a little bit worse fuel mileage, and a run out coming off of 4. I'd run a few stints that far and been fine, but I guess the damage it puked on me coming off of 4 there. That's all I had.
Yeah, like I said, we went back and looked at it. We heard your car kind of sputtering there across the line. I mean, we knew Jamie was coming. You had your teammate behind you. Did you think you could make it, or how close did you think you were?
the whole run, it said I was a lap to the good, and I guess I turned it off with 15 to go, thinking I was a lap to the good, and I guess the damage did it. But I could have turned in front of Jamie and made him smash me across the line and been a jerk. But I don't race like that, man. He ran a good race and deserved it. And Larry did me a really good favor. He wasn't sure if he was going to get by me and then hold me up. So I got to give a shout out to Larry Bell there. He ran behind me most of that run, making sure that I could get everything I could get out of it. And, he didn't hold Jamie up either. He gave him a lane there, and we don't race like that. So kudos to Larry Bell there, man. That's a race car driver right there. He's a great teammate.
Well, that being said, Chris, you come home second place tonight here. You're still the points leader, I believe, as of right now. We'll have to check on that for next week. But who you got to thank on the number 99 team?
I got to thank Savage Edge. I got to thank TJR Graphics. I got to thank USAFirearms.com and Brian Zerman. Those guys get us out to the racetrack, and Five King Motorsports, Tanner Marr, and all the boys that races us every week. All our teammates that run in the Discord. We got Sam, and we got Larry, and we got Tanner, and we got Zimmy, and we got Alex, and all the boys. And this one's for them, man. I drove my heart out there. I drove the wheels off that the last 20 laps.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations again on second place. We'll see you again next week, buddy.
Thanks, Sam. I forgot all my family and friends out there, too. I got to sneak that in there. Thanks, man.
No problem, man. We'll see you in the next one. And Terry, I believe you're catching up with our first place finisher. Got him.
Jamie Walker, you got Sam and Terry up in the booth.
Yeah, I got you guys.
Man, what a finish. What was you thinking there at the end? Jamie?
Yeah, I got you. Okay, sorry about that. I didn't need something.
Yeah, I was just wondering at that end of there, what was you thinking there at the end of this race, coming off of 4, and you seen that 99 quickly approaching your windshield?
First off, I screwed myself. I mean, I seen Carroll smack the wall coming out of 2, and I think, all right, I can catch him now. I started running away with it. My dumb driving skills spun on pit road, lost all that lead, and all I could hope is, okay, Carroll's got to run out of fuel. Carroll's got to run out of fuel. I got to push him. And sure enough, it ran out right there at the line.
Well, I know a couple times Carroll actually said to the guys that was passing him, some of the lap cars, he told us, man, you got to hurry up and get around me. I ain't got time to waste here because, basically you was coming up behind him, Mayor. Yeah, we seen you. We caught you going down pit lane a little sideways there. I'm glad you come over that. But talk about your race a little bit the early time, because you didn't qualify bad. I think you qualified 6th and had to work your way up a couple times.
Yeah, I was just kind of pacing myself, just running my own race, not trying to get any kind of trouble. I just miraculously somehow just stayed out of everybody's way, did my own race, and it worked out.
Well, buddy, this is your 3rd win this season. You won Chicagoland last year, too, in the ARCA car, so congratulations winning back to back. Actually, I think you've won the last 3 times we've been here, so back to back to back. Who you got to thank on that car tonight?
Well, first and foremost, we got to thank you guys in the booth taking time out of your day to watch us monkeys run around this track. Blazing Pedals for throwing this league on. TRJ Karting, they've always been a good help on my car, especially. Of course, Skittles. I know she's not with us anymore. Got to say a shout out to her. Butt Kicker, MFRD, everybody just involved with this league. I just can't thank you guys enough.
All right, Jamie. Well, we're going to get you back down where you was. We go to Gateway next week, so we'll see you in St. Louis.
Yes, sir. Let's hope for a good run here and keep the points battle going.
All right, buddy. Have a good night.
Your race winner, Jamie Walker, in the number 88. Terry, any final thoughts before we head on out of here?
I know my head was spinning right there at the end, Sam, just like yours was. And I know you don't listen to the chat or the chatter or the radio chatter going through here, but we had a lot of people out there. What happened? So now we know what happened. So there's your answer, everyone.
Well, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, your race results are up on the screen. Jamie Walker snags a win here at Chicagoland. 3 in a row for him here at this racetrack. And as Terry said, we'll see you again next week at St. Louis. With that being said, everybody, I hope you all have a good rest of your Sunday night. We'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.